tinfoil hats on, I think fantasy is popping off now more than ever because more than ever, people just want to escape. Man, people want to escape.
I guess that's true. I guess sci-fi isn't as popular anymore because technology isn't as fun to talk about.
Well, this is like whenever you watch, like if you watch like 2001 Space Odyssey, and the enemy is like a computer that takes over.
Yeah.
I think it was cool when that felt out of reach.
But no, I think more than anything now, people look at technology and they're like, "Ooh, scary."
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's like we already deal enough with it, in our actual everyday life. We don't want it to actually fucking, read us or watch a
that's why
story
like
about
80s was like so much sci-fi.
Yeah, because
it was exciting.
Technology was exciting then. It was like, this is the future. You go to Japan, you go to Akihabara, you got they're doing like amazing, exciting things, and now people look at technology and they're like either bored of it, they're scared, or they're just fucking done. You know, people want to escape. They want to go to a different world.
For sure.
And I feel like that's why there's so many fantasy shows being made and so many amazing fantasy shows being made. Whereas, like, remember when Black Mirror actually felt like
reality,
like a parody and not actually reality.
Yeah.
And then we realized that Black Mirror just wasn't as ridiculous as what reality could give us.
I'm like, I literally heard about this a week ago from Grok.
Right.
Like, this is not fiction anymore.
Black Mirror, a series like Black Mirror cannot keep up with the modern day anymore.
Totally.
It's just gone.
But I think that there is still the capacity to tell like the season 1 through 3 Black Mirror. I think it just got lazy. I don't know, because like I think back to what was the episode? Shut Up and Dance. That was like the best one. I think one where the twist was the guy was looking at like
yeah.
That the scariness there came from storytelling, not from the technology. Really, the technology wasn't really that much of a factor in it, but it was terrifying how this voice or this person from another screen was controlling this character, or so it seemed. So I think I think that the problem is they were just trying to be like, dog scary. And you're like, all right, okay, sure.
Cool.
It's like drones. Yeah, we have those, bro. We're using them right now.
Yeah, we know they're scary. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure. Okay. God forbid.
Yeah.
And the Black Mirror had that whole episode where I can't remember the exact the premise, but I guess the premise was the guy wanted to fuck another guy while playing like Street Fighter. Do you remember this episode?
I remember this episode. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was like, this is just VR chat, bro.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this episode?
This is the Discord server.
Yeah. I was like, what is this? It's Black Mirror. What the hell is this? Anyway, yeah. Sorry.
I think that's my point. Where it's like Black Mirror is just like
you gave up.
Yeah. I don't think they gave up. I just
gave
like,
up, bro.
could you do an interesting fucking Black Mirror episode on AI?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
I mean, we've heard so many horror stories of people doing people accidentally, killing themselves because they followed what AI's done, or people going into like we've so many documented cases already. People going into like psychosis because the AI just keeps saying, yeah, man, I hear you. You're correct.
Yeah.
You can reinvent physics. It is possible.
Because I think the thing that holds it back now. I mean, maybe there is a new AI episode. I haven't actually watched the newest episodes of Black Mirror, but I just think when Black Mirror came out, it was so good at sparking a conversation, right? It sparked this conversation of, damn, technology is scary, technology is dangerous, and it was at a time when we weren't having this conversation. But nowadays, if Black Mirror, if it hasn't already done so, I'm uninformed, but if Black Mirror drops an episode about AI, I'm like, what more could it possibly add to the conversation that we aren't already having or have already had a million times already?
Well, that's up to the writers, isn't it?
That's my point. That's my point, right? It's just the modern day has changed. Our view of technology has changed. And it was...
Yeah, because it's not fiction anymore.
Exactly, right? Yeah, it's not science fiction anymore. It's just science facts.
It's just science.
Yeah. The two guys fucking on a fine game, like you said, it's just VR chat. That's not fiction.
It's just VR chat, dude.
This ain't sci-fi. This is just sci. It's just
give us more sci. Give us more sci stories.
Yeah, I don't need I don't need to know sci. I go on YouTube for that shit.
Well, the last good Black Mirror episode was the SS Callister one. That was pretty good. USS Callister.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
And then they made a second episode.
I haven't watched the second episode.
It's fine. You don't need to watch it.
I haven't watched Black Mirror past like season 2.
Yeah, I think because the problem is the tech had to get more fantastical than what we have.
Yeah.
And so it kind of got to the point of like almost becoming fantasy. Where I was like, okay, now we're getting ridiculous. I'm sorry, but you know, I don't know. There's so many interesting stories, but it's hard. And one thing that also pisses me off, I don't know if anyone gets pissed off by this. This is just me nitpicking. I get so fucking pissed off when like they're texting or they're calling in a show and the tech looks so fake. As in like, they're just calling or texting looks nothing like how we actually call or text. And I know it's because they don't have like, they're not allowed to like use Facebook Messenger one-for-one because, that's a thing. But it always looks so fake. And I'm like, we're regressing. This is like if you like tried to show me how someone used a rotary phone and it just like wasn't working correct. And I was like, it feels wrong. And it's also like annoying when I'm watching something scientific and then the call, and I know they do this because it's good quality, but every single Zoom call looks so fake in movies.
It's like 4K.
And I hate it because it's like, I have this technology and all of us do this all the time and it looks nothing like this. And I don't understand why they can't just make it look shitty. Like, why?
Yeah, they got that Google Meets Premium, bro, that we don't know about.
And it's like they're holding their phone, walking around, and it looks perfect. It's like stabilized.
Cinema quality.
4K. Microphone quality off the charts. And it's like, do you know how it would be so easy to do this scene and just get fucking Karen to hold the phone and actually just do this fucking scene?
Yeah.
Like,
it'd be more realistic.
Internet is stable enough now where it would look fine. I don't get it. It drives me nuts. Am I the only one who's going insane?
No, I'll tell you what it gives the same vibe of. I remember like those old gaming trailers where they tried to replicate, people playing online video games. I'd be like, whoa, good pickup, man. Yeah, that's the
fucking doing all this
that's,
shit.
That's the new BFG gun I got there. And I'm like, damn, nobody talks like this. There's like zero slurs being said right now. I'm like, there's something.
Great game,
off.
buddy. No one fucking says that.
Yeah, it gives off that same kind of energy where you're trying to replicate real life, but something just feels off about the way people are talking or the way it's like being presented.
It's just frustrating because I'm supposed to be grounded in our world, and the core things that I do every day don't look even remotely like what they're showing.
God, do you know the subgenre of movies that I fucking despise?
What?
The Zoom call movies. Where it's all like fucking
Unfriended.
Yeah, like
that
Unfriended.
That was the goat. Back when it was Skype. I love that shit.
God, just like you just see the fucking desktop the entire time, and it's just people on different Zoom calls. I fucking despise that shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I watched a horror movie, and it was a podcast horror movie. Can you Google this horror podcast movie? It came out recently. It was an A24 film, I think. Undertone. Yeah, this one. And I watched this. And they hosted a podcast. And as somebody who hosts a podcast, I will say it was like kind of okay dialogue. I was like, the actors were doing a pretty good job. But that's the problem of like when they do podcasts or they do these kind of things, is that it's all so familiar, especially to us, but to most people, because they listen to these things often. It's like, I feel like we can just suss out immediately when the conversation somewhat sounds genuine.
Yeah.
And I think it's really hard to kind of put those things in. But then I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, do you think like when people watch these films in like 40 years, they'll think that's how we were using like Zoom? That's how we like did podcasts? Because I realize a lot of what I know of like the 60s and 50s and 70s is from movies and like things being shown in them. And I know that obviously they're not real, but because I'm a functioning adult, but I wonder how many things that I just assume worked like that because they always do that in the movie didn't actually work like that for various reasons.
Wait, you mean the people in the 50s weren't going, mercy, all the time? What the fuck? You just crushed my dreams.
You tell me when they walk in a room, they don't pour a whiskey right away?
Yeah, what the fuck? Everyone was alcoholic back then, right?
I think that actually is realistic.
Actually,
I think that's realistic.
But it's this aspect of like when you're in these like sci-fi things and it's like they can't even get the stuff now right, that it completely takes me out of any world they're trying to build
Right.
that I'm supposed to feel is the same as my world.
Yeah, which like it's interesting to like, especially in the genre of sci-fi, where there are some shows that seem to like never age, and some shows which age like after like a year or a day or something. Like, you know, comparing some like the Black Mirror episodes to maybe like Dune or, you know, something like that, where there is future tech in it, there is future technology, but it's still like, it's old and new at the same time, right? And it doesn't feel dated at all, even though it was written fucking
in the 60s.
yeah,
bro.
in the 60s, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think that just is a testament to how fucking visionary Frank Herbert was.
Yeah.
You know, in that sense, right? But like, yeah, because I mean, like, I would say there is one horror movie that I thought is like fairly realistic in a sense that actually was scary. I think it's called, can you look it up, Kai? I think it's called
Long legs.
Yeah. I think it's called Creep. Yeah, this is it. You guys know about this movie?
No.
So this is a movie where it's essentially like shot kind of like not so much Blair Witch, but like kind of found footage type of thing, where essentially this like videographer gets like a call from this like guy who wants him to make a documentary about his life or something. But the way that it's shot and the way that it's edited genuinely feels like a YouTuber just rocked up to someone's house and started filming it, but in like a really creepy way. And like, I feel like this is one of those moments where it's like, it's realistic enough where it's familiar enough for people who like watch YouTube or like, you know, watch these kinds of, you know, amateur video, where you could genuinely believe like, okay, this is like not exactly cinema. Like, cause you know, sometimes with like a lot of like the found footage stuff, it's very clearly like, yeah, this is shot on a fucking movie camera type of thing, right? Like, but it's still found footage. But this one I feel is like, genuinely one of those movies where it's like, if you told me this was found footage, I could believe you. But I don't feel like we don't get enough stuff like that anymore, because the whole found footage thing has just been kind of overdone now.
Yeah, I mean, found footage. I mean, if
I
it's
feel
done
like this is
well,
one of the I feel like this is one of the few like modern interpretations of like movies that would actually age well, because it is familiar enough to the real thing. But again, we don't get enough of shit
with tech and this stuff. It's ultimately like Black Mirror again was at its best and this kind of things when it's a human story and the tech is there to kind of move the story along in a certain way.
Yeah.
But ultimately comes down to something that we can all understand. This is maybe this guy is obsessed with this guy, and the horror of that feeling, and maybe the way that it's shot is like a vehicle. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what pretty much makes it good.
Yeah.
Because everyone can relate to someone not wanting to leave or being a little too intense, right? That's an emotion we can all feel. So how can you twist that with the technology to make it even more uncomfortable?
yeah, no, I feel like there's a fine line when it comes to portraying real life, not just like technology, but like real life themes.
Yeah.
Sometimes if something feels too on the nose, it's you kind of like are even more like analytical and critical over it, because you're like, that wouldn't happen in real life, or maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like the biggest thing about fictional stories compared to modern day life with the modern day social media aspect, with all like news being fed, is if you are trying to make a film like this that is representative of real life events, a lot of the times in modern day, I kind of realized that human imagination can never match human stupidity. Characters in real life will always be like a little bit more weird than what can be portrayed in the movies. But if you portray it in the movies, it's gonna feel
cheap.
It's gonna feel cheap, you know.
No, I feel that.
And
Reality's stranger than fiction, as they say.
yeah, exactly. And I feel that more and more in the modern day, as you read, as you just watch like a single Moist Critical video, you're just like, damn, if they made a film about this, ain't no way anyone's gonna believe this shit, you know?
Yeah, I won't believe it until I see based on a true story.
Yeah.
And
exactly
even then, I'll be
right.
like, this is conflated.
Exactly right.
Yeah, no, I totally feel that.